Are you a good boss? Do you pay yourself on a consistent basis the same amount? Did you know that the government looks at how much you're actually paying yourself? In this video, I'm breaking down what to look for when deciding how much you will pay yourself. Hey, I'm Felicia Streeter. Hey, make sure if this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we drop right here on the channel every Thursday and when we go live on Tuesdays. Helped a lot of my clients in deciding how much they're going to pay themselves and making sure they're in compliance with what the government feels they should be paying themselves. And it doesn't hurt that I have an accounting degree, so I'm all about the numbers too. So let's dive into how much to pay yourself. Now, the first thing is you have to have the money flowing in order to pay yourself. So that's the first objective, right? You need to get the cash flowing into your business. And if that means you have to bid opportunities or, if you're negotiating deals, whatever that looks like, the objective one needs to be to get the cash flowing into your business on a consistent basis. So if you don't know how to bid, you don't know how to negotiate, those are a couple of things you need to work on. But here's the thing, once you have the money flowing into your business, it's time to start paying yourself and on a consistent basis. So let's talk about what you need to look for that will help you determine how much you're actually able to pay yourself. So we don't believe in just picking a number because that number may not be real. And when I say real, it means that you just may not have the money in your bank account to make that happen. So the first thing is you need to always be aware of how much money do you have, how much money do you have coming in consistently. And actually, this is something that you should really be looking at on a consistent basis. I like to track my money and look at my numbers and my metrics on a weekly basis. I actually even track money coming in on a daily basis, but I do a lot more activities, I should say, on Mondays. So I like to call Mondays Money Mondays. So go ahead and steal that and then focus on some of those money activities on Monday. How do you determine how much to pay yourself is you need to know how much do you have. How do you determine that? If you're suave, then you're in an accounting system, and we talked about that, I believe, last week on the video. So if you missed last week's video, definitely check it out. I talked about different apps that you could use to track your money. So you want to make sure you're in some type of system. It will make your life a whole lot easier. Trust me. If you're not there yet and you're still doing pencil and paper, it's cool. It's just going to take a little bit more effort on your part to track your numbers and always stay on top of your money. However you decide to do it, at the end of the day, you need to know how much money you have. Okay. Also, you want to determine when will you pay yourself. Okay. And then again, how much money do you actually have? Okay. Now, if you're, really conscious of your numbers, your metrics, and your money, then you should be tracking your money, tracking your expenses, knowing how much you have left. Right? Put a budget in place and make sure you're on the budget. Okay? So that you're able to pay yourself. That's the first thing. You need to know how much you have. So however you're going to come up with that number, how much do you have? Okay? That's number one. Number two is also in determining how much you're going to pay yourself. This correlates again to how much you have coming in, but you want to make sure you're in compliance with the government and how much they feel you should be paying yourself as the owner of your business. So here's what I mean. And this is an event that I actually encountered in my business dealing with the government. So I'm talking from experience here. So one of the things you want to make sure, if you're the owner, okay, and say you're 100% owner, then of course you'll be making the most in your business because you own the business, right? Now, if you have multiple owners, the owner that say has 51%, the other owner has 49%, then they feel theoretically that the person that has 51% ownership should be making more than the person that has 49%. I don't know why they feel that, how they came up with it. It may be in the FAR. I didn't go to research it. We just made it happen, okay? So just be mindful of that as well. So, if you have multiple owners, ideally someone should have controlling interest, and the person that has controlling interest should be paid more than the other people, okay? If you have employees, okay, still as the owner, unless they're doing way more than you still should be making more money than them. But definitely, as you look at your partners, other owners in your business, whoever has the majority ownership should make more than the other people. So that's the second thing you want to be mindful of as you're determining how much to pay yourself. Now, don't forget, what did I say? You need to make sure you have the money flowing in order to pay yourself. Now, do take into account how much you actually need to live off of on a monthly basis. So not only what I'm telling you for your business, you need to be aware of it in your personal life as well, to make sure you're paying yourself enough to pay your bills. And the other thing is, you want to make sure you're paying yourself enough to get up out of bed and do this again. Okay, so that's where I always talk about making money and having fun. They kind of go together. Okay, there's no one going to come knock on your door and say, hey, did you do your work today? Hey, did you bid on the opportunity today? That is up to you. You have to bring your own initiative, if you will, that will get you up out of the bed excited every day to do what you need to do to get the money flowing into your business so that you can pay your expenses, pay yourself, right? And in turn, be able to take care of your personal life, your family, and things like that. And not even just necessarily expenses. I mean, you want to have fun too, right? You want to, enjoy time with your family, go on vacations when we're able, and all these other things. So just make sure you're paying yourself enough. And I can't stress enough how important it is to know the numbers. The numbers do not lie, okay? So if you work off of the numbers, number one, you could come up with what you're able to pay yourself based on what your business is making. And maybe it's not what you actually need yet, okay? And maybe you have another job, so you're good with that. But at least you know where it needs to be at some point so that you can step into this full time if you're not, or to where you can, just replace the other income because you want to. Okay, so just be aware of your numbers, do the math, figure out how much you need, figure out how much you have coming into your business. If it's not enough, how much more do you need to have coming into your business so that you're able to pay yourself accordingly. And then just keep in mind what I said about the government. And if you are the majority owner, you should be paid more than the other people in your business. So make sure you're doing that. Now, to make this happen, like consistently, put it on a schedule. A lot of people may pay themselves once a month if that's how the money flows in, and they can do that. Or you could pay yourself the 1st and the 15th. Or you could just pay yourself every other week. Or you can pay yourself every week. It's your decision. It's your business. You decide how you're going to pay yourself. And let me just share with you, in the beginning, when I was paying myself out in my business, it wasn't consistent enough to where I could actually pay myself the same amount. So sometimes the amount varied, which is okay, right? If you can live with that, it's okay. But I knew where it needed to be, and that was the goal, to get it there. But in between that, if you can't pay yourself the full amount that you need or what it should be, then definitely, if you have something, pay yourself something. It's nothing better to look and say, oh, I got paid by my business today. Okay? So make sure you start doing that, like ASAP. I want you to comment below. Did you know that the government actually looks at how much you're paying yourself in your business as the owner? Comment down below, yes or no, a no or yes. So let's break down some numbers just a little bit further before we wrap up around paying yourself. Make sure, one, you track your expenses. You have to track your expenses. And also set a budget for how much you want to spend in various areas of your business, maybe for education, maybe for marketing, maybe you're going to do some Facebook ads, maybe you're going to take a course, whatever it is, set a budget. Or maybe it's to go out to events, right? Network, things like that. Set a budget for those various areas and then try to stick to your budget. Now, if you're getting into payroll and you're going to actually pay yourself on payroll, and again, disclaimer real quick, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I an attorney, and I'm not advising you one way or the other. I'm just sharing information with you. So if you have questions, definitely seek advice from your financial advisor or your attorney. Now, with payroll, you don't have to do it yourself if you're going to run actual payroll as if you were the employee in your business. Then there's payroll companies out there that can help you with that. But you also have to include that cost into your expenses as well. So what do I mean? If you were to take a draw out of your company, say $500, then you've taken $500 out of the business. If you put it on payroll and pay yourself $500, then you still have federal taxes, and more than likely your state is going to have state taxes for workers' comp and all that other stuff. So you have to pay taxes as the business owner because you have employees. Make sure you do your research on that as well. If accounting is not your thing, seek advice from the professionals. And don't forget, because it's really, really important, don't forget to include that cost into your overall payroll cost because it's coming out and you don't want to get behind on your payroll taxes. Now you have all the costs associated with one, running your business, as well as being able to pay yourself. Know those numbers. And if you can't just remember them, that's cool. But definitely have it where you can get to it really quickly, put your hand on it and always know what it is. As I like to say, always have a pulse on the financials of your business. So here's a final question to think about as you're determining how much you're going to pay yourself. Think about the role you play in your business, the activities that you're performing in your business, and then if you were to take those same activities, do it for another company, how much would they pay you? And that will also help you to determine how much you would pay yourself from your business. For example, here's another example in a way to look at paying yourself. If you're making under, say, $250,000 in your business, more than likely you're the only employee in your business. And if that holds true, then 50% of the income of the business would be coming to you via payroll, owner's draw, however you decide to pay yourself. Again, consult with your financial advisor or attorney on these issues. Okay, I'm just giving you some examples. So if you're making under $250,000, again, more than likely it's just you and your business, then 50% of the income you would pay to yourself. 30% would go to expenses and 20% would go to taxes. That was a little bonus for you. You have it. Now you know what you need to look at, what to consider, what to think about, what research you may want to do, who you may want to talk to as you determine and decide how much you're going to pay yourself out of your business. Now, if you're still trying to figure out how to make money in your business, get it to whatever level you want to get it to, then you're probably looking at bidding opportunities. Like you need to get the money flowing into your business, right? So if that's the case and bidding opportunities is a struggle for you, or negotiating opportunities is a struggle for you, then I do want to invite you guys to come join us inside the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. All right. Inside the bootcamp, we have one focus. one focus when we're together, working together in a group setting virtually. And that one focus is to get your first bid done with my help. So if you want some help in learning how to actually bid the opportunities, price out your opportunities, read those solicitations, pull out the requirements, understand what they're asking of you, and then take all of that and write your proposal, definitely come join us in the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. Come join us for the live sessions, and let's get your first bid done. So here's what you're getting when you join us. You get immediate access to the training modules. There's a wealth of information in there, more than just bidding on opportunities, but that is the focus, to get your first bid done. So whether you need to do your SAM registration, apply for certifications, maybe you need some help marketing, putting together your bid numbers, what else? Your capability statement, how to write your proposal, going through the solicitation, negotiating deals, how to create your best deal, doing teaming arrangements, expanding your resources. We cover all of that inside the Contractors Edge Bootcamp. The doors are open. You can get in right now. The investment to join us is $997. $997. This is our last session where it will be $997. Right now, there's a $1,000 savings. So after this session, the savings go away. If you decide to wait, trust me, it's totally worth the full investment of $1,997. Totally worth it, right? If you know anything about government contracting, or even private sector for that matter, or corporate, one contract will more than pay for your investment in the program. And then you have the knowledge, it's rinse and repeat, and it continues to pay itself forward. Okay, so how do you join us? You go over to First Bid Done Fast. We'll put the link down below for you, no worries. First Bid Done Fast. You'll pick the payment option there, and then you'll put in your information, you'll create your secure password, and then you'll have access to the training modules. All right there for you. Okay, First Bid Done Fast. So if you want help, you want to work with me, get my help, get my eyes on your business specifically, come join us in the Contractors Edge Bootcamp, and let's get your first bid done. So if you like this video, don't forget, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that as well. And turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when new videos drop. And here's the thing with the like. It helps the algorithm to say, hey, this is something that people are liking, this information, and they share it out to more people. I believe that there's enough to go around. Trust me, whatever I'm teaching you, you'll get your fair share, more than you can handle. So there's definitely enough to go around. So don't be afraid to share information with other people, okay? So share the video, like the video, and then until next time, I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye for now.